Hello, my lovely ones. You are back on Room for Rewinds, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for so much support on the Deliverance video. I've gotten so many, views. I've gotten so many likes, and I really thank your support. We are on. Let's just do 1,000 views. Let's get to 1,000 views. We are on 600 views for now. Let's just get to 1,000. We are on 92 subscribers. Let's get to at least 100, by the end of this month. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing a movie review on the movie called VHS Beyond. So I've watched all the previous installments on VHS, and I'd like to say this one was different. The technology is new, and I love the stories. It started off great. When I saw the first segment, I was like, yes! And towards the end, I was like, it fell flat. So without wasting any time, we'll be looking at the different segments, which I named because they didn't bother to name these segments. So I did. I named them. The first one being Mama's Nest. So without wasting any time, enjoy. Hello. Yes. So now the first segment I named it into Mama's Nest. Okay, this is what the segment is called. So now we are brought to a really strange location. It's like an abandoned warehouse, and there we find a couple of police officers, having a map of some sort of, a mission that they're going to. Of course, now we know that this is off duty because clearly these people are drinking and they're hyping themselves up and they're just, preparing themselves for the worst. They are going to rescue a couple of infants that were, abducted around the area. So now I think the police aren't able to do anything per se, but they've been following leads and they, actually getting somewhere with the case. So now they get to the location. It's a very old house, spooky houses. I guess that's where everything happens. A spooky house, and then they see this guy that kind of looks like a zombie or some sort. I'm not really sure. And they get into the house. There's a scuffle down there, and they're just fighting and fighting. And as they're shooting these, zombies that are surrounded by the house, one of them actually gets trapped somewhere. And then, long story short, they actually reach the attic. I think that's the attic. No, just like the top part of the house. I don't know, upstairs. And then they see this, bird like creature, just taking, brain mass from these humans and actually feeding these brain masses to the babies. And we can actually know this because there's one of the people, when they check them out, there actually is a hole inside and they do not have their brains. So in the end, they decide, what, they're just gonna kill the bird, but they're not gonna reunite these babies because of course they are messed up at this point. They're not gonna reunite them with their mothers, and we can see them killing the babies at the end. So yeah, I think that's the first one. Very nice. I mean, it is a banger. It's a great way to start the franchise. And it's called VHS, but in this case they just went a little clever with it, with the body cams and stuff. So yeah, really great one. 10 out of 10. Okay, we go to the second segment. Of course, it was actually good as well. What I'm saying? Like, okay, we're going to, India, and then we are going to meet, these two journalists are going to meet this, Hollywood star that's an actor. She's beautiful and she's what's talked about, she's a superstar, and they actually they smuggle themselves into the venue, and they're able to see the star. Her name is Tara, a Bollywood star, and then they watch her get perform actually, and she's very quite good, and the set and the stage is very quite nice. And then she gets scolded by the manager because she missed her mark or something like that. And then she goes to the trailer. One of those mischievous journalists follow her to her trailer, right? Hides in the closet, and the manager scolds her even more. When he gets out of the trailer, the journalist now discovers, this gooey jelly substance, and actually gets scared out of the closet because she's like a human face and like some ice or something. And then she comforts the superstar. I don't know why she would comfort her after seeing what she has in her closet. It doesn't make any sense to me. But she comforts her and says, don't cry, managers can't be like that, he didn't make you, you made yourself. And then says something absolutely bonkers to her, says you can be anything you want to be. And she says she wants to be normal. So we don't know what normal is for her. She wants to be normal, and he in turn says you can be anything that you want to be. Well, she takes that and she turns into her real form, and then says she wants, the journalist's face, chases the journalist outside, and she causes a rampage, killing everybody, slaughtering people, just making a whole mess out of it. One thing I like about VHS is the gore. The gore is 10 out of 10 here. Kills everybody on set and everything, just mayhem. And actually takes the journalist's face in there and gets out into the public with the paparazzi and kills the paparazzi. So that's how it ends. I would say this one, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. I don't know. It was undercooked for me. So yeah, the name of this segment is called The Fallen Star. I'm not really clued up when it comes to, Indian folklore and everything. So anybody who knows what she is and what's the deal with her, you can leave the comments down below and just let me go. I don't know what to Google. I don't know what she is. So yeah. Third installment, I'll call this Sky High. So you got a couple of friends, it's one of their birthday or whatever it is. They all have cams. They're ready to do some skydiving. And it's so nice. I mean, you kind of feel the chemistry as they're talking, that they're actual friends and they know a lot about each other. And then as they're talking, surprise, surprise, they see, government jets, flying around and making a ruckus. And then they see, a UFO in the sky. And basically, there's a crash. The UFO crashes with their plane, which causes the plane to have a little bit of damages. And I don't know about the other plane, but we can see an alien actually falling off, probably from the other UFO plane, whatever it is. So they fall down on this plantation. I'm not sure what type of plantation it is, but it's like an organized plantation. I don't know, for wine or something. Sorry, I like wine, for grapes or something. So now basically what happens is that we're just gonna follow this one guy, discover that all the friends are getting hunted and injured by this animal, as well as himself. He is running away, and one by one they're caught and killed. And he gets into a van, and then after getting into a van, trying to escape this alien that looks like a spider. Sorry, I even forgot to mention that. He gets into his van, he gets the stranger out, or the stranger goes out, and he gets in his van, and then it turns all dark, and clearly we can see by everything that's going on, he's being abducted. So that's how it ends. This one was, so I don't know, it was just normal for me. Alright guys, that was my quick recap of VHS Beyond Part 1. So stay tuned for Part 2. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.